Welcome to today's game. Today's game features the Pride versus the Winter Park Storm, both of the FBA. If you're unfamiliar with the FBA, it's the Florida Basketball Association. I'll get into that, though, and much more. My name is Jonathan Brown. You may be familiar with my voice. I'm also the voice of the Suns, Johnson University, Florida, located in Kissimmee, Florida. Also may have heard my voice on a few games for the Orlando Boom, a team part of the Women's Basketball Developmental Association playing over in Longwood, Florida. I'm definitely happy to be part of this game. I was glad to be able to work out to be able to have JB Productions here for this game. Was able to talk to the owner for the team, Gregory St. Remy. You may also know him as one of the players for the Pride, formerly known as the Poinciana Pride. If you're just wondering kind of what happened into the name change and never really heard someone verbally explain it, the best way to really understand it is just to know this. They are not just here for Poinciana, they're here for all of Osceola County. They're Osceola's team. That is their goal. That's what they want to be. And by that, they kind of did a little bit of a name change to do just that. This game's going to be really exciting, though. I'm definitely looking forward. I haven't really been able to see these teams too much in action. Today is really going to be the first time that I'll be able to see them, at least past film, former videos that I've seen in the past. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Being able to kind of break down. First, we'll look at the Poinciana Pride and who they have in their starting lineup. Their starting five: number 23, John David; number 22, Gregory St. Remy, also known as the owner. You also have number 7, Corville McElroy; number 5, Aubrey Daniels. And there was a change. I'm still trying to figure out who is replacing them, but I found out that Britton Brown will not be in the starting lineup, although I still imagine that he'll probably have some role in today's game. Having a chance also to now be able to look Storm and who they have in today's game. Winter Park, their starters being number 12, Luis Noel; number 20, Kent Wood; number 30, Renfrew Forbes Jr., 34, Alex Ford; and number 13, Christopher Williams. Just so far from what I've seen here, it looks like number 35 for the Pride, Yusuf Waisu, is going to be playing the big man role. He has quite a body on him. Just being able to see him next to just basically anyone, he makes anyone look small. Both teams finishing up warm-ups, getting ready to go for the kickoff of this one over here in Osceola County. One of the things that got me really interested about the Florida Basketball Association is really what they do through developmental basketball leagues. Probably the one you're most familiar with is known as the G League, or also known as the Gatorade League, even formerly known as the Developmental League. But they went through a huge process of just kind of doing everything that they've done in the past few years. But really what they are is they're just a way to try to get people to the NBA. They're most, if not all the teams are, I believe all the teams actually are affiliated with NBA teams. A lot of times players will get called up, sometimes to a team that they are affiliated with. But what happens to all the other guys? Not just the people in the G League are the ones that are stands out. There's plenty other semi-professional leagues out there that have players that are just as good, some that even play in both. One of the leagues that you may be familiar with is known as the American Basketball Association. They're kind of a spinoff of what was originally the NBA. There was eventually a merger. The now American Basketball Association is basically semi-professional basketball, still giving players a chance to be able to live out their dreams and possibly even go overseas or to the NBA. To see players such as Jeremiah Hill, who have played for the Jacksonville Giants and the Lakeland Magic, being able to kind of get a little playing time in both areas. Again, today we are presenting to you the Pride against the Winter Park Storm of the FBA. I can't tell you how I'm excited for this. This is actually my first time actually being at an FBA game in person. I've been trying extremely hard to be able to get into one of these, especially to be able to work one. And it's just truly a pleasure to be able to see what they're made out of. You may recognize we are in a high school level kind of gym. This is where a lot of some professional teams play. Sometimes they don't necessarily get the luxury, but don't be fooled, folks. These are still some amazing basketball players. They still put in the work probably just as much as even NBA players. Sometimes it could be just because of a lack of hype that gets them a lack of attention, and with that lack of attention just kind of gives them less opportunities than some of the other players that you're probably pretty familiar with playing in the National Basketball Association. Although I'm not sure if he is going to be in the starting lineup, I'm really excited to be able to see just what Yusuf Waisu can do in the paint. I've been able to see him work around a little bit, and I'm telling you, he has some pretty broad shoulders. He looks like he can do a lot of work in the paint. And as you probably just saw there, he's got a little bit of outs. I really wanted to see him dunk it. He looks like he can. Maybe he's just trying to save it a little bit for later. We'll take a quick break for the time being, at least off the mic. We will be back shortly to just kind of get back into this action. But before that, we also just want to shout out one of the sponsors for this game. One of those sponsors actually being the place where we're actually currently playing, known as Avantgarde Academy Osceola. They have a beautiful, amazing facility. I actually got to witness, I believe it was kind of like a little youth game, like high school or so, maybe middle school. Got to be able to watch them play, and that's always a joy to be able to see the future generation of hoopers just really showing you what they can do. But again, my name is Jonathan Brown with JB Productions, and we'll be back shortly. we are just about ready to go. Again, my name is Jonathan Brown with JB Productions. Before we start the game, just want to thank all the people that brought this together. I'll bring up some of the sponsors throughout the broadcast, but just want to give a shout out to Diamond Davis, our camera operator for today's game, as well as the owner of the Pride, Gregory St. Remy, allowing me to be able to just come here and be able to work this game for them. It's always a pleasure, especially right around the neck of the woods. JB Productions located really just based out of Kissimmee, Florida, really just a 12-minute drive between headquarters and here. It's really exciting. Again, we kind of mentioned the starters a little bit earlier. They're finishing the rosters, making sure that everything is as official as it can be. That's the official's job. That's kind of why they have that name. For those that may be unfamiliar with the FBA, although this is my first time being at a game in person, I have seen a little bit of film from them, and what I do know, the FBA is very, very fast-paced. Very similar to the NBA in style. You're going to have a lot of shooting. This can definitely tell for a very exciting game to watch. I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to see what both of these teams have in store. Again, still finalizing rosters, specifically for the Winter Park Storm. Again, I haven't really got to see him play yet, but I'm really excited to see what Youssef Wasu can do. Because I'm telling you, if you put him next to some of these Winter Park Storm players, he will make them look like children. He's huge, massive. Definitely know he's been eating his Wheaties, as they say. Looks like teams will break out of the huddle. Again, with JB Productions, we're very big about bringing local sports that normally you probably wouldn't see on television, being able to bring to you in some kind of format. Here being our videos here on Facebook and YouTube. Definitely, you try to stay unbiased, but there's still a part of me that really wants to see the Pride win. Definitely very local-oriented team here over in Osceola. Really excited to see what they can do on the court. And I think I've officially figured out who will be replacing Britton Brown in the starting lineup. That will be Youssef Wasu. No surprise. Again, I told you, he's a big guy. Again, with no surprise, he'll be the one with starting the jump. I believe he'll be facing off with number 30, Renford Forbes Jr. of Winter Park. Getting the handshakes early. It's definitely looked to be an exciting one. Head coach for Winter Park making sure everything is correct. It's one of the big things. You definitely want to make sure that whatever roster that is given to the statisticians that is correct as possibly can be, because you definitely don't want any errors that can result in a technical later in the game. Sioux winning the tip-off. Beautiful pass. Sioux no good in the paint. I wouldn't expect to get that lucky every time. Kentwood, he'll pass it out. Pride taking it down. And that was just some miscommunication on a pass. Looks like you're going to have St. Remy locking up on Wood. They're only going to give him a 2 with that one. Storm showed it early. They do have a few shooters. They'll shoot it again. Just from what I've heard, especially with street ball, hand down, man down. Got to put a hand up. St. Remy will shoot. Fast break for the Storm. Quick shoot. Bride will get lucky off that call. Definitely looks like they're trying to put more room in the paint. Winter Park trying to, oh, and there's a beautiful steal. That one was by John David. The owner showing he can hoop too. That was St. Remy. Pride only down by 2. Tried to respond with a 3 of their own. Ended up being rebounded by Luis Noel. Oh, and there's a steal. And they'll finally get a foul call. That one's going to go on Alex Forbes of the Storm. That's an easy one. Can't have too much contact. Sioux will get a substitution. Checking in for him is going to be number 20. That'll be James Nicholson. Beautiful turnaround and shoot. Still unable to get it into the basket. That's a steal. Beautiful pass, a great finish by number 5, Aubrey Daniels. Winter Park's coach already getting a little frustrated with ball movement. Pride only trail by 1. Beautiful shot. And picked up by St. Remy. Great way to use the body. And with that, Daniels will give his team the lead, leading it now 8-7. Getting a little trash talk going. Some people forget that basketball is very much just a mental game as it is a physical one. Great ball movement. Get an open shot. They'll bank on it, but they're only going to give him a 2. Score 10-7 in favor of the Pride here in Kissimmee, Florida. Even just covering the little bit of time that's passed so far, one of the players I've been extremely impressed with is actually the owner of all people for the Pride, Gregory St. Remy. Really just showing some great leadership skills here on the court, as well as just he can shoot. He knows the game well. He knows sometimes people think, trash talking, some people are taught, oh, that's not the nicest thing to do. Well, I mean, this isn't, back in your mama's house anymore. This is where it's definitely just as much a mental game. If you can get into your opponent's head and make them think they can't shoot, it doesn't matter if it's LeBron James, one of the greatest shooters in the world. If you can convince them that they can't shoot and you get into their head, then they're going to believe that, and that's the way they're going to shoot, and that may just help you win the game. Back out of the timeout. He'll go for a drive, kick it out. Good rebound by Daniels. Remy off the rim. And a little bit of one-on-one situation for a minute. Great help by Remy. Last substitution on the court. And we are back. Sorry for any technical, we had a few technical difficulties. With our streaming equipment. Gets the shot off. And the rebound by Corvette on the Cowboy. Pride with momentum in their favor. Solid rebound. Mark and the Storm are on their way. They will call the foul. Going to the line looks to be number 13, Christopher Williams. This free throw being brought to you by Uncle John Smoked Sausage, located over in Brandon. Technically Tampa address. Very familiar with all the people at that organization. They have a great product. I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to eat their stuff, it'll make you want more. It's great sausage. It also has, I believe, without GMOs. It's actually kind of healthy for you. As healthy as sausage can get for you, but it's some pretty good stuff. I definitely go check them out. You can find them in your local Walmart and Publix. Good on both free throws. I think there may have been an argument with the score. Control. And the call actually reversed. I don't know if I agree with that one, but ball will be awarded to Winter Park. go to Winter Park. Inbounding will be number 5, Austin Mills. Great rebound. And we'll go back to the Storm. Double team. They won't count the basket, but he will go to the line. Specifically speaking, number 33, Timothy Hill. They'll call on number 12 of the Pride, Maurice Cotton. Christopher Williams. They keep it alive. Can't convert it into points, though. Brighton with the rebound. Just been extremely impressed with the athleticism of Remy. That will be a Pride timeout. And with that, we just want to give a chance to be able to shout out another sponsor. That sponsor being Adams and Eve Garden of Massage. We want to give them a shout out on everything they do for the Poinciana Pride. Out of the timeout, ready to go. Remy will inbound. Remy will shoot. Count it. Score 18-9 in favor of the Pride. Mills. We'll get a shot off. That is the end of the first quarter. With that one, a shout out. Once again, Uncle John's Pride, everything they do, just for the world. Let's just say it's some really good stuff. Definitely want to go check them out. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the second quarter. Just hold on. We'll be back soon. even with the technical difficulties we had earlier, since we only had a really small error, that being 1 point in the score. Score is 18-13 in favor of your Pride. This is Florida Basketball Association, so you can probably imagine where all the games are played, of course, in Florida. Basically started when just a group of guys, they saw just a lot of leagues fold, start up and fold even just within a few years, even sometimes having issues with teams not even showing up to the games that they were scheduled to play. They're going to call it double dribble. But eventually, once those group of guys were able to just kind of figure out all things that are wrong, they wanted to change it. Then they brought a league down here over to Florida, creating an opportunity for players to go overseas, be able to live out their dreams. Mills brings them within 3. Remy might try to change that up. With what I'm seeing from Mills. That was an air ball. Picked up by Remy. Denied in the post. After some hard work from Nicholson, they were able to finally end it in some points by Daniels. Scored 21-15. I think that one's going to go on Remy. Yeah, that one's going to go on Remy. And going to the line for the Storm will be Ray Pittman III. Good to see what he can do here at the line. Able to get an offensive board. That's another foul. Let's see what this one's on. We'll call it on Britton Brown. This time going to the line will be Alex Forbes. I haven't really inquired interest about, but I really do wonder if Renford Forbes and Alex Forbes are at all any relation. Another foul. This another one on Britton Brown. A lot of frustration from the Pride right now. I definitely think I could agree. You got to realize though that sometimes semi-professional sports you get semi-professional refs. Definitely got to cut them some slack, though. Their job isn't easy. When you're in leagues like the NBA or even overseas, you get a few benefits that you don't get at semi-professional, such as replay, where they can actually look back at the call if it is a controversial one, such as that one. Once again, a 3-point game. Oh, what a... Oh, too bad they can't finish. That was a beautiful play. Go get on a little pump fake, have an open man in the post. Only could have finished. Mills, kick it to the outside. Count it. And the score is tied at 21. Remy. Couldn't hold onto it long enough. Once again, a chance to see what the Pride can do. I have to admit, though, I love what semi-professional sports is doing for athletes and just kind of for the world in general. I really think it's actually making like leagues like the NBA, the Euro League, even the league over in Australia, I think it's making it better because now you're being able to get way better competition because you're now able to have an environment where you have these guys that got overlooked, you know, out of college or out of high school. They get a chance to play semi-professional for a little bit, and next thing you know, they're playing overseas. And they're giving even some of these stars, you know, that made it their first year, run for their money. And going to the line for Winter Park, Luis Noel. It's not a smart foul there by John David. That's one of those ones you really can't help. I mean, you can't leave them open. You definitely have to jump and at least try to contest the shot. Anytime you guard the shooter, you got to know there is a possibility for that foul to be drawn. Checking in Corville McElroy. We'll check in for Remy. First time Remy has stepped out of the game the whole time. Chance to make it once again a 3-point game, but in favor of the Storm. We'll see if he can make this one. 3 for 3. That's known as the commentator's curse. Pride probably aren't too upset about that one, though. That's it to the inside. And playing hot potato for a minute. Finally, someone gets it. Got a shooter. Up the rim, and again, some issues with rebounding the ball with Winter Park. And finally a finish in the paint by number 33, Daniel Nosey. Little inbound. Really starting to see a lot more playing time throughout this game with Austin Mills, although he did not get the start. I definitely want to encourage you to come out to one of these games with the Florida Basketball Association. It's definitely a good time. Very affordable. Again, this isn't, you know, an NBA game or necessarily even G League. So, you know, it's, you know, something you can only pay just a, depending on the place, it maybe can be $2, $5. And We hate to see this, folks. I'm not sure what the issue is, but this is kind of scary. I think somebody went to his eye.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back.
Again, folks, this is definitely what you never want to see in the game, is someone get injured. We definitely want to put our prayers out to him and his family. Hopefully he can have a soon recovery, and hopefully nothing career-ending. That's just tough. We're back, and you definitely know that Winter Park even has an even deeper reason now to want to win this one. We'll get a shot off. It's good, beautiful form and everything. Good follow through. Deep three. Mills with the rebound. Give it to Noel. Well, jumper. Oh, almost turned into a turnover off the rebound. Number 20, James Nicholson. Nicholson will shoot. That'll be a jump ball. It'll be awarded to the Pride. Oh, my apologies. So again, not 100% familiar with all the rules with the NBA. It does seem that they actually do jump balls. They actually jump. A little bit different than high school and college.
Let's get it, Ron. Let's get it. Get up there, Ron.
Daniels will win it. He'll get a shot. Substitution on the court coming in will be Jeremy Daniel. Coming for the Pride. Right past it inside. Wiseau. Haven't been able to see as much of the impact as I thought he would have. He definitely has to have some sort of defensive presence, and that one right there with the rebounds. As you can see, you can't always teach size. Good block. Storm on the run. And a great effort there by John David. Showing that he can be a little sneaky guard every once in a while, and even with his kind of maybe smaller stature, he can still get in there and get a few steals. Running with another rebound. Showing he can really be that all-around player. Oh, what a pass. They have an open shooter and unable to connect. Get it past half court. This will be a timeout by the Storm. There's a chance to be able to thank one of the sponsors and the host for this matchup, Avon Garde Academy Osceola. Again, they host the games for the Pride. If you ever get a chance on a weekend and you want to be able to have some chance, just some affordable family fun, get down to Avon Garde Academy Osceola. Telling you all. Not including, you know, the injury, I would say this has been a really fun game to watch. Again, our prayers out to him and his family. Kept it in bounds. And they'll say it stays with the Pride. No, I think I agree with that call. No, and will now be reversed. Go to the Storm. It was a close call, so I think it's a fair one either way. Again, the referee has the best view of it. Going to be another rebound. Remember, St. John is the best defense as he can. It's just enough to contest. Not enough, though, to stop number 36, Nate Anthony. That's an air ball, and this one will stay with the Pride. Substitution on the court. Checking in. Aubrey Daniels. We're going to call a shot clock violation. Winter Park looking to almost get a 10-point lead, bring it into double digits. Great shot there by Richard Branch. No call the foul. I think that's going to be another one on Yusuf.
Thank you.
And at the line will be number 20, Kent Wood. St. John all the way. That's known as coast to coast. Turnaround jumper. Things spicing up here. Little back and forth action. There's maybe a little bit of contact in there. Could be an argument for a foul. Rest won't even. Well, now the game's got to go on. Now at halftime, the score 33-39, currently in favor of the Storm. We will be back shortly. We'll take a quick break as they will. We'll be back. And we're back. Here in the second half of things. And I think they're going to let that stay with the Pride. In inbounding will be Aubrey. Looked like it was going to be Daniels, but it's actually going to be Branch. .39, still in favor of the Storm. And that fast-paced basketball. Good finish by Noel. That's a great shot there by Aubrey Daniels. That's going to be a foul. I think that one's going to be on Daniels. They'll call it on Britton Brown. John. Now they're only down by 2. St. John giving his team a little bit of a lift. Exactly what they needed. That's going to be another one on Brown. That's going to be tough. I think that's already maybe his 4th or 5th. Checking in for him will be Yusuf Wasu. He'll sub in and refill that position of the 5. That was an interesting decision to not have anyone boxing out the shooter. They'll get away with it this time. Branch. Bounce around for a minute. Well, the steal. Finished by Remy St. John. Score is tied, folks, 42-42. Foul on Remy St. John. Definitely not happy about that call. I'll give it to Winter Park. Almost as if again, if they were playing hot potato for the rebound, and miscommunication turns into a careless Winter Park turnover. Communication is key. Ask married couples, ask anyone, but especially when it comes to athletics and in basketball, communication is key. You can't just pass it anywhere and always expect your teammate to be there unless you have all-star chemistry. With teams in the FBA, players can come and go very quickly season after season. Because don't forget, the end goal is to try to make it overseas and play professionally. So there are sometimes players that don't return to the FBA. After that and one play, Pride lead it by 3. Hermes St. John all the way. Showing he can do everything for his team. You can put hours on the office, but you can also put hours on the court. Layup by Branch. The score, 49-42 here in the third quarter. You definitely got a hyped up squad here with the Pride. The energy and momentum has swung in their favor. With this quick timeout, though, we want to take a chance to be able to thank sponsor of the Pride, Evans and Eve Garden Massage. Great defense there by Aubrey Daniels. Denied. Daniels saves it. Count the basket! What a play. Definitely being able to chance to look in there. 1, able to save it, and then 2, to be able to come back around, make the adjustment for the basket. That's something special. And that'll be the cherry on top. Definitely momentum all the way in their favor. Another Winter Park turnover. There'll be some substitutions on the court. One of the players checking in for the Pride, number 23, John David. making a quick impact is David. Can't do that. That's a travel. Once again, another substitution on the court coming in for the Pride, Jeremy Daniel. He'll come in for Richard Branch. St. John looked like he wanted it. Again, it seems to be a common theme for the Pride, too. You check in a player, immediately making an instant impact. That time, they'll call the foul. They'll call that on Daniel Nosey. I believe I got that right. Came down pretty hard. Still afraid he'll get back up. Looked like he was able to control himself enough to protect his head. Nosey. Just making sure that our score does match the one on the scoreboard. That was Timothy Hill with the rebound. Winter Park once again showing some life. Daniel Nosey going to the line for two. That unlucky bounce. This will be a full timeout. And this, we want to thank our sponsor, Uncle John's Pride, your hometown smoked sausage. Mixed with other companies, they have premium quality pure pork, gluten and MSG free, fully cooked and naturally smoked for the benefit of the customer. They definitely do everything they possibly can to make it the best product. Having really been able to even go into the factory and see the product that they produce, it's phenomenal. They go by far way beyond most other companies, even some of the more well-known companies. They take that step further to make sure they're giving you the best product possible. Definitely want to shout out to them. In this game, we've seen a lot so far. Was able to get a little bit of an update on that player that got injured earlier. Seems like sight is being restored. He is currently at the local hospital getting checked out, getting cleared, and hopefully he should be okay. It sounds like at least improvement already so far, so we're definitely hopeful for that situation. Oh, both teams will break out of the huddle, out of the timeout, be able to get back to some more action, because I've enjoyed this game. I hope you have so far. 59-46 is the score. Winter Park does have a little bit of work to do. That'll be about. You can't argue with that call. You can try as hard as you want, but that one's going to go on John David. We'll get a little frustrated with himself, but he can't do too much about it. Yes, I did put Winter Park in the bonus. Owner and player Gregory. Let me see. You know, I just realized that I've said St. John. Mixed up his name. Just Gregory St. Remy. I apologize for that. I hope you can forgive me. I was commentating a game with the University of the Bahamas there. They had a player known as St. John. Also with the team over in Tennessee on the college level. And don't know why, but that St. John just kind of stuck with me. So again, my apologies, Gregory St. Remy. I realized I said Remy St. John. Look at that. Well, if you ever possibly want an idea for a future name, there's one for you. Just like referees and players, even us commentators we're not perfect either. We actually scheduled this game not that long ago. Definitely really quick, you know. Here with JV Productions, we've been trying really hard to be able to work with teams within the Florida Basketball Association. Now finally being able to get one scheduled, that was really exciting. Stay with the store. defense. That'll go to the Pride. And that'll get players off the bench. A charge offensive foul. I'll go on Mills. I'll try to trim the deficit a smidge. I'll have to really go at it, just chop it off, block by block. Try to eventually, once again, make it a tight, close game. Good fight for a rebound by Nate Anthony. Oh, what a hustle effort there by John David. Substitution on the court, checking in number 5, Aubrey Daniels. Daniels, definitely one of those players that has helped lift them up. If I were to pick 2 players that have just kind of stood out to me so far, at least for the Pride, it would probably be Aubrey Daniels as well as St. Remy. With the effort I've seen, I'd probably even throw John David into that group. I really like what I've seen from him so far. Great hustler. Tried to make the adjustment, unable to make it work. All the way to the basket. That'll be a foul. I saw multiple Pride players in that group. Question is on who? No called on James Nicholson. At the line will be Nate Anthony. Got a friendly roll. Daniels. That'll be the end of the quarter. Score they have here is 67-53 in favor of the Pride of Osceola. They'll take a quick minute to get a breather before going into the last and final quarter. Until then, we'll take a quick break. Same Remy. Unable to make it work on the turnaround jumper. Winter Park able to collect on the three. Some more approval from the Pride bench. I keep becoming more and more impressed with Austin Mills as this game progressed. He's a nice little guard. He may not have, the biggest size, but he's able to run with it. He's got great court vision. Even though he didn't get the start today, it's just been amazing what I've seen through. And he's just one of those players able to put a little bit here, put a little bit there, and eventually it adds up. Solid player. He's got my approval. Keep doing what you're doing. That'll be a timeout by the Pride, who now only lead by 8. I believe it's around 20 at one point. be another opportunity. Thank one of our sponsors, Adams and Eve Garden of Massage. Definitely want to go check them out, local to the area. I would definitely give them a chance to impress you. A lot of these local companies, sometimes they can get overlooked just because maybe it's not the most well-known name. But eventually when you give your local businesses a chance to shine, they'll show you that sometimes they have just as good a product as anybody else, including the big names. Inbounding will be St. Remy. On him is Austin Mills. Oh, way to get past the defense. Going to the line will be Yusuf Wasu, the big man for the Pride, number 35. At the charity stripe was Yusuf Wasu, but I definitely wouldn't, put him behind the curtain yet. He's a big body. You can't beat that. He's getting them rebounds. No call. They're going to call Wasu with the over and back. Will take a seat for a minute. Austin Mills looking for options. And that's a shot clock violation. Checking in for Mills is going to be Louis Noel. He's to the inside, and someone's going to the line, and that person's going to be number 33, Daniel Nosey. Park on the run. Pittman, beautiful pass. Unable to finish. And what a three from Gregory St. Remy. They respond with a three of their own. Keep it a little interesting. I think they're going to call that foul on Hitman. I would be mistaken. Nosey. That's another one. Now they only trail by 5. Score is 73-68 in favor of the Pride. Pride will have a few substitutions coming in. Another one by St. Remy. Into that back and forth. Able to get his own putback. They lead it by 7. I'll call that on a nosy. Nosy will be subbed out. One of the players being checked in once again, number 5, Aubrey Daniels. They're going to call technical. Plus there's a foul, so there's going to be multiple shots here for the Storm. Now look at his original foul shots. St. Remy. Oh, the moves. He showed his frustration at the call earlier. And he's showing that if the refs are against him, he can still find a way to get it done. Definitely a lot of emotion from that guy. Definitely still have to give credit to everyone else involved in this game as well, though. Especially with Winter Park staying able to keep this close game. Definitely want to give some credit to their coaching staff. Their coach led him out of a huge deficit. They're going to call that one on Aubrey Daniels. From any kind of perspective, this is a lot of fouls being called. At the end of the day, I want to try to agree with the refs' calls, but they were able to get a second look at some of those. I think there may be a few calls that would have been changed. Pride leads by 4. Beautiful finish there by Kuro McElroy. With the defense on him as well. Daniels stuck with it. There'll be another one on St. Remy. What a three. That's a smartly used timeout after a dagger by McElroy. Captain Clutch when his team needs him. Give him a little bit of cushion as time continues to tick down in this last and final quarter. Definitely on my end, I think it's been a pleasure being here. On behalf of JB Productions, it's just been amazing to be able to see everything that the FBA is all about. This has been a very competitive game, and I've enjoyed watching it throughout its entirety. I also got to see how these teams are even more than just a team, it's a brotherhood. Seeing how each and every player from both sides was still able to feel for the player that was injured earlier. Being able to try to give their support when they could. Because at the end of the day, basketball, it's more than a game. St. Remy with the rebound. Now it's a 9-point game. This game neck and neck. It's going to be going back and forth a lot. Get used to it. It's been happening a lot this game. Beautiful pass by St. Remy. Daniels able to convert as well. Turned into 2 points. Oh, it's a steal. Oh, lost control. Pittman. I almost thought that one was going to go in. I think they'll just hold it. This will be a Storm timeout. No call, technical foul. Nicholson unlucky on that one. It'll be Daniels inbounding. Called the foul. I'll say that one, I believe, was on Miss Noel. Shot there by Nicholson. Checking back in will be Austin Mills. Will come up for Nate Anthony. That was a quick one. I was really hoping that St. Remy would jam me. It looked like he was going to. I think they're just gonna look like they're just gonna they'll shoot for a fun game. And that's the end of this one. Score that I had 97-85 in favor of your Pride, the team from Osceola. Definitely have to love what they're doing in this city, what they're doing for this county. Everything, definitely gotta love everything that they do, and they have shown their appreciation for the fans tonight with today's win. 97-85, definitely have to congratulate them. It's a huge win for them as they move on. It was definitely a well-fought effort with the Storm. Again, want to just wish the player that was injured earlier the best, quick recovery, and just thank the FBA also what they do just for semi-professional sports in general. It's a great movement. It was a blessing being able to game. If for some reason you're tuning in at the very last minute, just so you know, this was the Pride against the Winter Park Storm. Pride picking up a huge win, 97-85. Huge win. Well, my name's Jonathan Brown. Glad you could join us. But until then, have a great day.